Hey, welcome. We're going to be playing Strange Antiquities. This is a second game from Strange Horticulture, which this is my demo I played, but I'm so excited. I've been waiting for this. I love Strange Horticulture. I didn't never finish it, so I mean, I need to go back and finish it, but I really enjoyed what I played. As a thaumaturgist apprentice, there is a lot to learn. Every object must be treated with care, and it is important to identify the harmful from the harmless, the potent from the mild. It was only supposed to be a temporary arrangement when Eli left the shop, Strange Antiquities, in my hands. None of us knew that by then the pendulum was already swinging with a terrible certainty that could not be stopped. The ravens were an omen. A circling unkindness of black wings and cheerless cries that seemed even then to signal the start of a rising dread. I like that. Day 1, Thursday. You there with a kitty? Hello, you so cute. Oh. I wonder if I should move my camera down to the bottom, out of the way, so you can see the top up there. Ding. Hello. I've been called away to assist in an urgent matter in Ravenglass and must leave at once. I am leaving the shop in your care, with some reluctance I might add. Hey. Make use of my reference materials. Here, take this. There's an index in the back that may be useful to you. If in doubt, study it carefully, and remember that there are some powerful artifacts here. Under no circumstances should you seek entry to any locked doors, drawers, or cupboards. In fact, save us not to touch anything at all. I should be back in a few days. Okay. Use arrow keys to navigate your shop. Great. Thomas Pope. Congrats. Today is the day you meet the great Thomas Pope. That's me. I'm a man of two loves. Fresh mountain air and a little white dog called Hamish. But I reserve some room for laughter among friends and shops with cats in them. If you would be so kind, I'm looking for a replacement for my hunter's boon. Use left right click on items to inspect them. Hunter's boon. A hunter's boon is a primitive item. They grant the power of the predator, enhancing perception and agility. They are made from trophies taken from slain beasts, with those from the deadliest predators being the most prized. They are simple items without embellishment. So a fang. Power. Really brown. I think this is the hunter's boon. So I'm gonna give it to you. Alive! The tiger's tooth, a trophy from a predator. These carved totems, or more Selenic totem, commonly known as moon hearts, can be imbued with a sentiment or feeling such as love or joy and then held tightly to recall the same feeling. They sometimes feature crescent shapes associated with both the Selenic and Noctic disciplines. Indeed, the form of an item itself will often have a connection to either the moon or the night. Handle your first customer. You can add labels, yes. The nights are drawing in again. Dark shadows hide dark deeds, or so my father always used to say. Seems like the shadows have grown darker since the past 2 winters gone. A creeping dark has set up in my house. I am told a shadow hold will draw it out. Shadow hold. Nope. A shadow catcher design. A shadow hold or oshatic vessel is a container of any kind, sometimes a jar or a bottle or some sort of box. It can be used to contain an oshatic spirit, the manifestation known as creeping dark, pulling it from the shadows like poison from a wound. They are decorated with an elaborate design such as a shadow catcher. I think it would be, it's like a box though. Like this. What am I looking for? Shadow holds. I can type. A sunbond is a small and lightweight, designed to be carried discreetly and made of non-precious metal of some kind, housing a gemstone of light. They carry the warmth and the light of the sun, a brightness that can pierce the darkest gloom. What's this? Oh. There's an auto labeling option if you're adding labels by hand isn't your thing. David Schaefer. What's with all the ravens flying around Undermere today? Sorry. I can't remember ever seeing anything like it. Not a good day to be the sort who believes in dark omens. A letter for you. Thank you. Open sesame. We discovered some papers in a hidden desk drawer in the boatyard last night. Mr. Jones almost threw them in the fire pit, but I asked to take a look at them first. That man does like to burn things. They look old. Maybe there's nothing of much use here, but I thought of you when I came across an entry on the shin. Hello, Stanley. I want an Ossic ring. Ossic. That's a pleasing word to hold on the tongue. Okay. Ossic ring. Corkin? The serpent goddess. These somewhat macabre objects were originally made as offerings to the goddess Corkin. Whatever. But the practice fell out of favor as the belief waned. They are hard to come across now, but they are occasionally sought for their ability to keep vermin at bay. Some say that they can hear Corkin's unearthly hiss when they hold an Ossic ring up to their ear. Okay, somewhat macabre object. This Ossic ring, can I hear it? Uneven. What about this? Can you hear anything? I thought one of them you can hear stuff. Serpent. Evocans. These stone items weigh the same as a man's heart, according to popular myth. The truth is a little less dramatic, but the weight of these items is nevertheless important and should not stray more than a hair from precisely 1 pound. They are placed on the chest of those in a coma to draw them out. Ossic ring. Her necklace is like... I like putting little symbols on there, it'd be nice, but I don't know which one. It was like this, or the opposite way. What about this hunter's bone? I want to put those on there. Whatever. Edmund. The behavior of these ravens is disturbing to say the least. As a rule, they only come together to feed. Ravens are omnivores, carrion eaters mostly, but they'll take anything they can get their talons into, and they'll kill if necessary. I didn't plan on dropping in today, but there's something happening out there and I'd like to know what. A voice of Cernanos might help put me at ease, or it might do the opposite. The voice of Cernanos. I've looked into Cernanos before. Or in his a torque is that one. The name Voice of Cernanos is used to refer to any bronze torque that has certain imbued properties. With skills such an item can be used to read the patterns of nature that are otherwise hidden to us. Cernanos is I'm probably saying that wrong, but Cernanos is a pagan god of the forest and nature, typically depicted as a man with antlers of a stag and often wearing or holding a torque. Oh my god, I wonder what it is. Is it bronze? It is bronze. This is Cernanos. Voice of Cernanos. There. There are some who stay away from spirit eyes, believing them to be a window into a world that should not be seen, and others who deride their fear as nothing more than superstition. It is not clear exactly what they do show. Another layer beneath the visible world, perhaps. A layer that requires something more than the traditional senses to experience. They draw their power from the opposing symbols inscribed upon them. We are closed today. Good night. Good night. The black mare thundered through the icy rain, shining wet in the silver moonlight. Her cloaked rider was exhausted, cold, and soaked to the bone. He knew he would not survive the night if he did not reach Backborough. It's a nice, very nice sound. Shackles. An escaped prisoner ran northwest. He hid me in the first building he came to. I forgot about this thing. This. North. West. North? West. The first building. I should have not come here. See, I don't understand that. Verona. Ah, well, that's just perfect. Undermere, fizzing with fear over the ravens, and the thaumaturgist left his apprentice in charge. Sorry, my dear, that was rude. Pay no attention to me. I'm an old lady who got out on the wrong side of the bed. These ravens have gotten under my skin is all. Please do let Eli know that I was looking for him next time you see him, and pass on my thanks for letting me borrow his copy of Hermetic Symbology. Thanks. Give it to me. Hermetic Symbology. Hello. I feel paralyzed. I have no job, no partner, no friends, no prospects. I hear a horned shackle might be the answer. A horned shackle. Let's look at the horned shackle. An example of an elaborate. Horned shackles are used to bring about change in one's life, bestowing the ability to overcome personal demons. In use, the horns are rubbed between one's fingers, causing them to become worn smooth over the years. They can be worn as pendants, but are more commonly totems of some kind. Watched. Smooth. Horned shackle. I can. Oh! Horned shackle. We'll make it blue. We're gonna make it. Whatever. Woo! A visitor can be used to prevent the spread of disease and pestilence. Among other oddities, flames burn pale blue in their presence. Yeah, I'll forget about this. What are these? What is this? Reminder, I've stored a couple items in the cellar. Ophthalmic fields. All ophthalmic objects produce a field of sorts. Although invisible to the naked eye, they can be observed by placing an object over a ophthalmic lens. You can use shift to bring up magnifying glass. Shift. Sorry. Okay, carried away. At least the weather's looking a little better out there today. Okay. Thanks for the letter. Good day. You might be interested to hear that my plow overturned a strange-looking object yesterday. Come to the farm and it's yours. For the right price, of course. Do I gotta... Is there a farm here? The piece. 1 Greywick Farm. The scent of damp hay lingers in the air as crows pick at the muddy ground between weathered stone barns. The farmer lifts his gaze briefly, offering little more than a nod, before turning back to his work. I don't think I'll find anything useful here. But you told me to come there. What do you mean? Hello, Julia? Ah, Jupiter. We meet again. Kitty. Oh my goodness. Our paths crossed late last night on Princess Street. We shared a moment before he slunk off into the dark on important business, no doubt. I wonder if you can help me. I'm visiting my grandmother later and I want to bring her something. She lives all alone on the edge of town, out on Clanbrook Road, and I don't always manage to get out there as often as I'd like. I thought maybe a moon heart would bring her some comfort. I don't know what it is. There's an index in the back. Moon heart. Moon heart. Moon heart. Oh no, I wasn't done. I don't see anything that says moon heart. Comfort, maybe? Let's see, comfort? Moon heart. Oh my god, it's right here. Oh, a Selenic totem. These carved totems, more commonly known as moon hearts, can be imbued with the sentiment of feeling a low joy and inhaled, yeah. Selenic, moon or night. It's not a moon. There's nothing here that's moon-ish. I don't like how it makes me feel, okay? Do I have anything that's like moonish? I don't. A Selenic totem. Blood. In a bat. Every sound has become louder and clearer. I doubt it's that one. Hint. Carved totem. Item I need has a connection to the night and may not include a crescent shape. Oh, fuck, I forgot about that. Let me see what that is. I don't know. I'm gonna give it that one. Let's see. Well, I don't have anything else that's shaped as a moon and is carved. An owl. This? Oh, I see. I'm overcome by a warm, loving emotion. Okay. Sorry. I was assumed. I guess they are. These eerie creations are worn a Holgengrim, worn by priests of Holgar in various rituals relating to death and the afterlife. The sacrament to ask for his protection, wolf song's truth to seek his judgment, path of the warrior to help the dead find their way. I was going on everything but that one. Daisy. A friend of mine, or former friend I should say, has been stealing jewelry from me. 3 necklaces have gone missing over the past few weeks, including one that was a gift from my late grandmother. Do you have a suitable pendant that I could leave lying out for her to find that will teach her a lesson to make sure it never happens again? Binding seed. I will need to make a choice here. There are no wrong answers, but my decision will no doubt affect the events in motion outside my shop. Binding seed or Zia. Worn about the neck to place them closer to the heart, these innocent-looking items instill a sense of fear and paranoia that can be difficult to remove. Or binding seed. These items are made of 2 distinct materials representing the mentic and the wixic, the mind and the body. The winding path, the mind, is described by a spiral. A binding seed is a form of punishment that amplifies feelings of guilt and shame. I'll probably do this one. Binding seed. Is it like, it says spiral? Binding seed. None of these look like a binding seed to me. Wixic. The body. Okay, I don't remember what it said now. These items are made of 2 distinct materials. These items are made of 2 distinct materials representing the mentic and the wixic, the mind and the body. Mentic. What is mentic? Of the mind and the body. But I don't know which one it is. Or how it make you feel? Fear is inside. Which one you say you know didn't like the way you made you feel? Maybe that one. It's a binding seed. Binding seed. Generic charms of protection have little to offer the skilled thaumaturge, but can have some small effect. An Oshadic spirit or a wandering shroud will not abide them, for example. Such charms make use of the art of symbology, an ancient and some would say primitive component of thaumaturgy. They can be made from a variety of materials, though rarely precious metals. Let me name it. Binding seed. Just like the seed, I don't know where to go. Through dirt and shadow I grew. I'm reaching light through the struggle. Escaped a prisoner by Northwest. He hid me in the first building he came to. Northwest. Oh. The boatyard. There's North. West. I wander around the back. Okay. I don't know what it means, the first building, Northwest. Here? The barrows? The church? The hospital? The woods? Ivy strangles the iron gate, creaking loudly as it opens. Behind dust-cloaked windows, somebody watches me approach the old house. I tap the brass door knocker, waiting for an answer that never comes. The boatyard. The yard has seen better days. A mess of broken and rotten timbers cover most of the outdoor space that isn't taken up by upturned boats, slowly being claimed by the weeds. In the middle of all this, a man looks up from repairing a small rowing boat. "You must be from Strange Antiquities," he says with a smile. He takes me into a dilapidated office where 2 metal buckets collect drips of brown water and a thin window pane rattles with every footstep. He pulls a sheaf of brown papers out of a desk drawer and places them gently in my hands. Ooh. The 6 points of a sleep vessel are said to represent the 6 thalamic disciplines: Selenic, Dradic, Noctic, Diurnic, Wixic, and Mentic. They help people to stay awake beyond any natural limits by storing their fatigue. Over time and repeated use, they become more and more difficult to handle, as though the undreamed nightmares are within beginning sleep. Okay, I can't read the next one. Apparently, as an afterthought and somewhat reluctantly, the man gives me something else as I'm leaving. I have no use for it. Don't even know what it's for. Ooh, get an item. I'm gonna set you right there. I guess I'm checked off. Good. They found a man just now in the house where all them ravens were. I wish I hadn't seen it, but I did. He was sheet white, but it was his eyes that are going to give me nightmares. All black they were. It was like he weren't there anymore. I don't need to wait around for another sign. I am taking my family to Sidburg? And I'll be taking a libula to see us safely through. What is that? What is that? A libulae are purported to offer reassurance in times of upheaval and change, but they are not held in high regard by most scholars of the cult. That being said, an imbuement of wisdom shows that a libula is not merely decorative. There is power in symbology as the old thaumaturges knew well. Wisdom. Okay, let me look at the wisdom. What does that mean? What does that mean? Where is wisdom? Where is smartness? Okay, a crown looking thing. You. There. Bam, bam. Libula. Witch's fingers are said to be the severed digits of the Witch of Undermere. They are capable of inflicting intense pain, but the goal is supposedly a purification of the body. A most unpleasant experience, but as a last resort that has cured some and finished off others. I want to rename this Libula. Alright, that one's done. Farm. I could have swore. Let me explore one more time. I did the farm, but I went to the boatyard. This natural monument looms over the town like a relic, its weathered surface heavy with the weight of Undermere's murky and tangled history. I take a moment to ponder its secrets and carry on. I climb the narrow winding stair to the top of the tower and am rewarded with views across Lake Undermere. I am not alone in the tower. Standing in the center of the circular platform is a statue of a young woman, the maiden. Her outstretched arm points due east across the rooftops of Undermere and beyond. The bleak stones stand in their circle in quiet defiance of time. Once home to witchcraft and rituals, now abandoned, silent and still like the surrounding lake. There's magic here, I can feel it, but nothing left for me to uncover. Jacob's Folly. Okay, I'll just end the day. I don't think it's gonna be anything in there. A deep pain radiated down the side of the rider's head, where he had sliced himself with the diverging hook, and his thoughts were scattered and torn. He could not see out of his left eye. A very nice sound. Whoa. What you got? Ooh. Which one goes up in a straight line? I don't see where that would be. I would say, oh god, it gets like very particular. Wasting your time. Alright, I won't do that again. Well, I don't see anything that looks like this at all. Send her at the kiss where you have to get up to. Yay! There's a narrow gap between the two houses and I spy a small wooden chest wedged firmly inside. Slowly I manage to work it loose, and when it comes free it shoots out onto the hard ground and snaps open, revealing its long hidden treasures. Woo. We're gonna put you right here with this one. I want to solve the other one too. An escaped prisoner ran northwest. He hid me in the first building he came to. I'll have to Google that one. Good afternoon. No, morning. Sorry, I'm a little distracted. I'm Francesca Robertson, a doctor of sorts. I assume you heard about Mr. Hungerford. It seems to be the talk of the town already. I'm used to dealing with maladies of an occult nature, but black eyes are certainly unusual. I've heard of something like this before, but I don't see how it could be the same thing. Either way, I'm hopeful Evocant will have some effect. Evocants. These stone items weigh the same as a man's heart. Oh yeah, the truth is a little less dramatic. They're stone and have to weigh a little bit. Where's my there it is. Are you all alone over there? Send a with kiss when you held me captive. There's no. What was that? Not there. Heck no. I have nothing else that weighs a pound. And that's stone. Nothing. Nothing at all. No. Send me the kiss when you held me down. I don't know what is stone. That weighs. Exactly 1 pound. A Daedalus link is a powerful object capable of producing a levitation field. The field is extremely fragile, however, so it will be prudent not to take risks. These items are surprisingly light in weight. Their designs vary but they might point to some facet of flight, a feather or the wings of a bird or insect, for example. I don't know how you're supposed to look at the other page because it won't let me, but whatever. Bling. Hello. I had a quiet chat with Edmund Bishop and the Guilty Ram last night. He always got an interesting story to tell, but last night he was different. I can tell he's worried, which got me worried too. I know it's not much, but I'd like a shield charm all the same. I'm going to Google. Sorry, I have they're hanging up back there, and excuse me, I'm gonna look in the corner of my eye. I'm gonna take it down. Strange Antiquities. Shackle. Card. Day 1. To get the item, you'll first need to locate the building. Okay, that makes sense. I'm stupid. I didn't look at it though. I looked at what it said. So there's a jail here, obviously. An escaped prisoner. Okay, this is a jail. He ran northwest of the first building. This is a building. It's not a building. I don't want to. I'm gonna look it up. Directly above, but I thought it said northwest. I thought west was that way. Is it not? The dilapidated warehouse is dark and imposing, and the struggling flame of my lantern does little to pierce its depths. I slowly search through its contents with a sense of despair, wondering if I'm even in the right place at all. When suddenly and unexpectedly, I uncover something of value. More relieved than elated, I take the trinket back to the shop for a further study and a warm drink. That's cursed. Shield charm. Sorry, lady. I had something to do. I had to go chase down somebody. Generic charms of protection have little to offer the skilled thaumaturge, but can have some small effect. An Oshadic spirit or a wandering shroud will not abide them, for example. Such charms make use of an art of symbology, an ancient and some would say primitive component of thaumaturgy. They can be made from a variety of materials, with a rarely precious murders. Okay, I didn't know what that went whoosh. Oshadic protection. Oshadic spirit. What? A shadow hold or a shield charm. Alright. Wandering shroud. Where is the wandering shroud? I wish I could play the piano. Is there a protection symbol? I don't know. Protection. Yes, there is. 2 squares. Is there anything with 2 squares? I don't see anything with 2 squares. Open this, please. This one. Hey, there you go. St. John's Anvil. These items have much in common with the St. John poppies plant of the same name, a fact that is reflected in their designs. They have quite different uses. However, whereas the plant helps to overcome deafness, an anvil will dampen sound. It's turned out. It says hear better. They can even be tuned to filter out certain noises, but allow others to be heard still. What did I say? Shield charm. Yep. Can you auto do it? I spelled that wrong. No, it didn't. That's right. That's how you feel it. Alright. Bing! Cute. There's something I wanted to show you. I didn't like the look of it, so I left it where I found it. What if it's cursed? It was hanging behind an old shed, all overgrown with ivy. Let me draw a quick map for you. There. Thanks. That's very helpful. Oh my god. You could have just told me where it is. What is this? Trees. The church. I want to run it back past her. Oh, I've been there already before. Okay, a road looks like that and it goes down. I thought it was a church. There had to be a church because there was a cross on the top. I'm not looking at this right or what? Why didn't you just tell me where it is? Like, is it in front of the church? Like, you could just told me, dude. I need a damn map. You could just told me. I feel like it's that. Boom, boom, boom. Nope. The church has no trees, so. Here. The shed is actually a wooden summer house that looks out over the pond, but it's clear that it has been used in some time. Thick brambles claw their way up and over one side of the structure, and ivy covers the rest in a mottled green cloak. I find what I'm looking for to the rear. Parts of the ivy have been torn away recently, revealing an amulet hanging from a rusted nail. Something else catches my eye as I reach for it, and I notice there's another pendant hanging next to it, almost completely hidden by the ivy. Oh! Sorry. Send them just a kiss when you again. I want to hang up all the stuff, the pendants, together. Will they all fit? They might all fit in here. Well, these are already identified. Oh, I can put the identify stuff on the left. Well, I don't know if I can use it again, but we'll just do that. La 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 la. And you're identified. You're not. You're not. You're not. Neither are you. And neither are you. You guys are. Nice. Oh. Come on. What's it say? Let me say blah blah. Come to the farm. Oops. Eli's picked a bad time to leave. I've come from Hungerford House, where I've been helping Dr. Robertson and looking for any clues about what happened there. There isn't much to go on. I did find a shattered Oshadic vessel, but whatever did this was no creeping dart. There was a strange black stain on the flagstone floor that I didn't like the look of. And the ravens, they're very unusual, but at least they seem to have dispersed. I don't know what to make of it. I'm going to take a trip to Gleeson Castle to see if Edmund Bishop can shed any light on their behavior. But first, I would like a vestiture, whatever this is, we don't want it spreading. Okay. Investiture can be used to prevent the spread of disease and pestilence. Among other oddities, flames burn pale blue in their presence. They're not turning any colors. Do they actually turn colors? That's so cool! Oh my my god. I like that. A messenger. For the banishment of Hobbs' fear and Noctic's sight, these tend to take the form of a comforting guardian. Oh, I automatically did it. That's great. In the dailies, how long have I been doing this? An hour. I'll just stop it here. 2 days earlier, the writer and his fellow adventurer were deep underground and exploring the tunnels below the Kirkhead Tower when they made a discovery. Their relation at their find would soon turn into horror. I love this. I know I say every time, but like it's a very nice sound. What's it say? After a disagreement between two houses, I was buried behind lock and key. That one's very on the nose. Oh. Well, that's Lock House. Seven and 13. 7 and 13. I'm gonna end it here though. I can't wait. This is so fun. I love a little game like this. Like it's so cozy and it's like. I will see you next time. Bye.